everybody, it's Michelle Breton with Stamping with Michelle. I'm here with another card for you. This card here is a spinner card. This is a card that we did in my August stamp club. And when you tilt it, look at that. See how that cupcake just kind of rolls along? Isn't that kind of fun? Alright, let me show you how I did this. I'm starting with a piece of Coastal Cabana cardstock, and I have cut this at 5 inches by 2.5 inches. And then I also have a piece of Designer Series paper. This is from the Epic Day package, and this is cut at 5 inches by 2 inches. I'm going to layer these two pieces together. And the first thing we're going to do is create that slot that the cupcake is going to roll through. So I'm going to use the word window punch. And you want to flip this over, and you're going to slide this in just as far in as it will go, and punch it in the center. And then slide it over to the right and punch, and then over to the left and punch. And so there, now I've got my slot. And we're going to take 2 pennies and some dimensionals, and we're going to take and put a dimensional on the penny. And then you stick that right into your slot and take your other penny and put it on top and sandwich it on top. And then you want to work this back and forth and roll it around and slide it up and down. And you're trying to wear down that dimensional because it's just about exactly the same size as your slot. And it takes a little bit of going back and forth. And just keep checking it. There we go. That looks like that's going to roll pretty smoothly. Give it a little bit more. Okay. Now, the next thing, I have actually already pre-stamped and punched the Happy Birthday cupcake. I stamped it first in Coastal Cabana on the Coastal Cabana and then punched it out. And I stamped it again using black StazOn and punched it with a 1 1/4 inch circle punch. And I colored it in using blender pens and pulling the ink off of the lid of my ink pads. We're going to take another dimensional and attach that to the top of the penny. And that's what this piece is going to go on. So there we go. Now, I've got my background piece. And I have gone ahead and pre-stamped this. I did the balloons, and I ran it through the Big Shot with the polka dots embossing folder. And one little tip, when you are embossing this piece so that your polka dots go in the proper direction, make sure when you put it into the folder, you put it in so that the stamping and the copyright are going in the same direction. And that's going to make sure that your polka dots are being pushed up. And if you feel underneath, you're going to feel the dots are underneath and they're going to push up through when you emboss it. So we'll take and we're going to layer this onto our card. This piece of Whisper White cardstock is 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And I'm attaching it to a standard card that I've cut 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 inches. And this is Coastal Cabana cardstock. And then now we're going to attach this whole assembly to our card. And what you want to do is use some more dimensionals. And I have found that the best thing to do is to make a double stack of dimensionals. It makes it a little extra high. So that way the penny doesn't get hung up underneath. Like that. Got one more corner here. Alright, and then now that can just get attached to the card. And for the last step, I have pre-stamped the Eat cake, and I cut it out with the little framelits. And we're going to attach that right on the bottom. And there you go. There's your spinner card. It works best if you've got it more vertical as you're tipping in. I'm trying to hold it here so that way you can still see it. But anyway, you can purchase any of these products by going to my blog at www.michellebreton.com. You can click on the Shop Now button and place your order. The order will ship directly to you, and you'll have your products in no time. I want to give special thanks to my friend and upline Ruth Snyder for the design of this card. I totally took it from her. And we will see you soon.